Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I am coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop ATL Season 3, The Reunion Part 2. So, we got the fight last night, y'all. What did you think about it? The show got off to a crazy start and I gotta say that I was amped to see the fight. I thought it was really interesting to see how everyone was putting in their 2 cents about Stevie and Joseline before the fight. It's funny how the show has become like an us versus them kind of atmosphere. We just gonna jump right into it, you guys. And it's not even really a review because it's not really much to review on the show. I'm just gonna tell y'all just kind of how I see it today. Basically, because Stevie J and Joseline was complaining about it being so hot in the studio, Benzino jumps in and says, yeah, that's that coke. That's what that cocaine will do to you. And, you know, he was steadily talking shit to Stevie J. And, you know, Stevie J responded. It was just like, you know, what you say? And, you know, Benzino was just like, oh, you know, we ain't gonna do this. Let's not do this here with all the security. We can do this outside. And Stevie J was like, fuck that. We can do that right now. Him and Joseline proceeded to jump up and run their ass across the stage. And then that's when the shit all went down. Joseline goes directly to Althea and swings. It's funny how Benzino also took it upon himself to swing on Joseline, even though Stevie J was coming towards him. Then security, you know, whisks him away immediately. So Stevie J and Benzino are taken by security, and Althea and Joseline are over there tussling. Now, I know that I am not about that life, and I am not a fighter, but I will never understand why Althea and Benzino decided to stay seated. Like, what the fuck do you think? When you see 2 niggas coming across the stage at you and you already think that they hyped up on cocaine, do you keep your ass seated? Hell the fuck no. Joseline went straight for her. And, you know, they was over there tussling and fighting and shit. Now, Althea did the best she could, I guess. And, you know, she was kicking. I guess she was like, let these sharp-ass stilettos take care of that ass. But from what I could see, it didn't really look like Joseline or Althea was able to get at each other as much as probably both of them wanted to. So security tears them apart, and Benzino's over there, you know, trying to get to his girl, like, let me go, let me get to my girl, all of this shit. And yeah, bitch, I did that. Like, what did you do, nigga? You ain't did shit. Althea's over there screaming, you know, it's okay, I'm alright, I'm good. And besides Stevie J still trying to, you know, run his ass around that stage to get to Benzino, you know, they pretty much get the fight under control. I was actually kind of disappointed that even though they showed the fight in its entirety, you know, the cameras was not optimized for, you know, prime ass beating viewing. Okay, I still couldn't really even see what was going on because security ran in so quickly, and it was so many people on the stage already to begin with that it just looked like a whole bunch of commotion. So I was disappointed. That's the ratchetness in me wanting to see a damn fight. You know, they dramatized it up as much as they could, you know, change the shit from black and white to color, and, you know, slow motion and fast motion, all of that. We got all of that, but still didn't really see too much. Even with the fight with Mimi and Joseline backstage, that shit was funny because the damn cameraman was just showing the stairwell as if they were gonna get all the way down to the bottom. All of a sudden you saw everybody like running, like, oh no, Joseline, no, Mimi. I was like, what the fuck is going on in that damn stairwell? You couldn't see shit, just a whole bunch of commotion, people crowded over them and just yelling. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a C, okay, for the fights. But getting back to the stage, after they drag everybody apart, okay, there's a few stragglers that's left on stage. You got Bambi, you got Tammy, you got Deb. I think Rashida was still out there. You know, it was some people that was still kind of scraggling, just sitting around, I guess, waiting to see what was next. Somehow, Stevie J and Joseline broke free from security and ran their ass back out on that stage. And Joseline made a beehive for Tammy now. Joseline was not able to get to Althea like she wanted to. She made it to that damn Tammy. Now, Tammy had sense enough to stand her ass up and try to be on equal ground, you know, equal footing with Joseline. But Joseline just had, y'all, the bitch had rage and fire and craziness in her eyes, okay? And she just swings on Tammy. But at least one of them hits did get a good solid connect somewhere right around in this area on Tammy. And it's unfortunate that happened because yeah, I don't know if I feel like Joseline really had any reason to be fighting Tammy other than just jealousy. Okay, I'm just gonna call it like it is. I think she's jealous of Tammy. Tammy's a pretty girl. We gonna talk about Joseline's issue later, but I'm gonna get this out the way right now. Okay, wasn't really no reason for her to go there on Tammy, and Tammy did the best she could. Bless her heart. They pulled that Joseline pulled that motherfucking ponytail off, and you know, she had her little bit of something up here. Now, you know, everybody was saying that she had a crack tail. That wasn't really a crack tail, y'all. The crack tail is when that motherfucking ponytail be like this, okay? It just be struggling to get up there, and then the shit be coming loose because it's really too short. She had a good sized ponytail up there. I mean, you have to remember, your hair is coming all the way up here, and then you have to have a ponytail. So, you know, her hair is a decent length, okay? But that shit still was crackish looking, right? She up here fighting, that shit sticking straight up. You know, she trying to get to him, and you know, that bitch turned around and saw some bottles back there. She was like, I bet you I jump my ass around here and run around here and throw these damn bottles. I know something. She really wanted to get to Joseline, and of course security stopped it. So it was definitely a melee for sure. Like I said, I couldn't really see too much. I didn't really put too much into rewinding and going back and forth and trying to see what was going on, because from what I saw, I was just like, you know what, this is just a whole bunch of fucking niggas on stage. But I was there for it. I was definitely there for it, you guys. And, you know, after they got everybody settled down, they put Stevie J and Joseline's asses right on out the building. This is when the show went downhill. Now, if you guys will excuse me, I'm gonna get on my soapbox. This is my proverbial soapbox right here. So y'all just stick with me, because I'm fixing to get preachy. First of all, this shit could have been 2 parts and not 3. Okay, the reason why it's 3 parts of the reunion, because they used the whole second part of the reunion talking about Joseline. And that shit got tired and old real quick. Let me just remind all of you guys who on this cast has been in a fight on this show in these past 3 seasons. Rashida, Carly, Scrappy, Bambi, Erica Dixon, Mimi. Well, Mimi, if you want to count getting busted in the face by some fucking roses by K. Michelle. So why all of a sudden everybody is so fucking above fighting is beyond me. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it was the viciousness of the fight. Because like I said, Joseline definitely had blood, okay, and rage in her eyes. Maybe that threw everybody off. But other than that, I was just really not here for the, you know, Joseline is all out of control talk. Now, we find out that the reason why shit is, you know, escalated to the point that it has is because Benzino and Stevie J and Joseline and Althea have been going back and forth on social media, back and forth on IG, Twitter, tweeting pics of Althea giving blowjobs, tweeting videos of Joseline on drugs and singing in the studio and really made a fool out of herself. I mean, all of this is going on in real life. Shit is growing to like to this monumental head. So then you get everybody in the one room together, and then you want everybody to act like they got some fucking sense. Just like Rashida said, okay, it comes to a point where everybody is trying to prove themselves. Okay, yeah, you're not gonna make a fool out of me on IG. Wait till I get and see your ass, okay? Then we gonna, you know, we gonna see what's what. It basically becomes a test of whose balls are bigger. Now, we've been saying for the longest that Joseline is the only person on the show that don't know that this shit is fake, okay? Whatever the fuck Joseline say, she mean it, okay? That's what is real in her heart. When she say she gonna fuck a bitch up and she gonna beat a bitch ass, then that's what the hell she doing. See, everybody all season was just like, I'm tired of Joseline always having to say what she gonna do. She ain't did this, she can't do this, she can't do that. Okay, well, I guess she had to show you guys yesterday. Now, the whole thing about social media and being on there and talking reckless, okay, you cannot be on IG and Twitter and saying all kind of crazy, way out of pocket shit, okay, and not think that somebody out there might be taking it seriously. Yeah, it's all bravado and it's all amped up hype and all of that on you know, the internet. But what happens when we get in these streets? Well, stunts and shows to one person is dead ass serious to the next. Now, I know we gonna all be violence is never the answer. We are grown-ups, and grown-ups don't fight, and you need to learn how to use your words, and intelligent people need to be intelligent and not fight, and this, that, and the other. Listen, I know all that, okay? I'm not a fighter. Okay, I'm not fixing to be fighting nobody in no streets or nothing, but I also don't talk shit on social media. See, I done told y'all this plenty of times. Y'all that's been watching me for the longest know that I always say, if you gonna talk shit, okay, then you motherfucking better be ready. Okay, and I'm talking about ready for whatever. You can't think that people gonna turn the other cheek all the time just because they grown. Do you know grown people crazy too? Do you know motherfuckers fight all the damn time? We can't assume that everybody is going to just be like, well, I'm above this and I'm not fixing the fight. And this is where the shit always gets fucked up. So now you guys want to act all indignant and upset when a bitch follows through on the promises that they have been making for quite some time. You've been on social media, you've been taunting each other back and forth, and you've been answering them and all of this, and then you don't really understand why all of a sudden this bitch is running across the stage with some with some fire in her ass. Okay, yeah, don't do that. Okay, don't indulge in all of the back and forth on Twitter and social media, IG and Facebook and all that shit. This is what culminates. I'm gonna give y'all this. This is what happens when you do that kind of stuff. And we cannot forget the element that Joseline comes from. Listen, Joseline was a former stripper. You know, there's been talk of her being a prostitute at some time. You know, her abandonment by her parents. This bitch has been fighting for her whole life. Okay? Basically fighting up until she got on this show. Okay, and now just because she's on the show, you guys want her to act any differently? The show does not change insecurities. If you have insecurities within yourself, if anything, this show has only made them things bigger. Okay, now Joseline's at this point where she don't feel like she can trust anybody. Okay, she has jealousy from you know, against other women. If she want to fight, then she gonna fight. Okay, so yeah, all of this, why everybody is so brand new, I'm just not, it ain't making sense to me. Okay, and we can't forget about, you know, everybody talking about her being on drugs, which I totally believe. Okay, you couldn't tell me any different that she and Stevie J don't, you know, get they smoke on laced with some cocaine or some other shit. Okay, that's quite obvious. But we can't forget about the fact that there's been talk about Mimi being on drugs. Scrappy is a known weed head. Hell, you couldn't tell me that half that stage ain't dabbled at some point in their lives. You see how Mimi decided not to even comment when they was talking about the drugs, thinking if Stevie J and Joseline was on drugs. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so is she trying to be above the bullshit, or does she not want a fucking skeleton to fly out of her mouth? And side note, y'all, what about that damn Nico and how everybody was talking about, you know, where they were when the fight was going on, and Nico was just like, yeah, you know, I got whisked off by the security and I was backstage and I was concerned for, you know, Mimi most definitely. I didn't know where she was. And motherfucker, them damn security, that nobody was thinking about Nico's ass. He was a serious fucking afterthought. They put that nigga in a room in the back, and he back there on the phone kikiing it up with Johnny and fucking playing Words with Friends on his phone. Oh shit, you ain't shit, Nico. But back to what I was saying. Joseline and Stevie J are on drugs. I'm not gonna deny or doubt that. But you guys also have to remember that Joseline is fucking strong. Okay, we've seen Joseline in a few fights, and all her fights have pretty much been with Stevie J. Once when they were talking to the counselor with Mimi, and the other time when, you know, he gave the ring to both her and Mimi, and they had the fight in the elevator. And you guys, the bitch, why do you guys think that they always have the fucking crazy 88 security team on when Joseline gets up? Because that bitch can fucking fight, okay? She tosses them damn security guards off of her like it's nothing. The bitch got core strength. Okay, so yeah, the drugs might have, you know, pushed it up, but we can't forget that fucking Joseline can fight her fucking ass off. Okay, and yeah, now we want to say drugs instead of giving her the credit that she, you know, followed through on what the hell she said she was gonna do. I remember when she was on that goddamn elevator, I was concerned the damn elevator was gonna snap the cables, because she was beating all Stevie's ass, and them security couldn't get her. And this was in a little tiny space where they should have been able to capture her, and they couldn't. So yeah, I was getting so tired of them just harping on Joseline. And I don't want this shit to get confused, because I'm not trying to defend Joseline. Okay, Joseline and Stevie J was wrong. They shouldn't have did what they did. But what I'm also saying is we all need to be accountable for the shit that we do. It was right on the money when she talked about Joseline, you know, having a whole lot of issues. Okay, drugs, I don't even think is the main problem. Okay, drugs is her self-medicating. It's a whole bunch of other shit there, but it's also because of what she's come from. Not an excuse, but we need to understand when we get ourselves involved in shit like this, what exactly is around us. Like Jock said, a lot of people cannot take the attention. Okay, I think Jock was real. You know, he gave a lot of insight on fame and how hard it is for people to have fame and deal with it. Do I think that Joseline is bad for Stevie J? Yeah, I think Joseline is probably bad for Stevie J, but I also feel like Stevie J is bad for Joseline. I feel like these are two people that bring out the worst in each other. You know how you have to usually be opposites to kind of have a successful relationship? Well, if you got two people that have a tendency to be addicts, or addicted to certain things, whether it be the fame or the drugs or the money or any of that stuff, yeah, when you got two people that, you know, that really love and indulge in those things, then, you know, this is the outcome. And people seem to forget, you know, that Stevie J ain't been no damn angel on this show. Okay, the nigga made a fucking fool out of Mimi for 2 seasons. We can't forget about his legal issues, him not taking care of his kids, his drug issues, his money issues. I mean, Stevie J ain't all of a sudden everything is on Joseline. No, it is definitely the two of them. But what can you do? You know, the show has been built around the two of them, okay, this bad mix. But now all of a sudden everybody want to wax poetical on stage. What did Mama D say? You have got to extinguish the flame or else she's gonna burn the entire palace down, or whatever the fuck she said. Really? Okay, but Mama D is the same one that's setting up, you know, his son, her son's girlfriend and the side chick, you know, so they can sit down and talk. Okay, but Erica is saying how Joseline is so out of control. However, Erica is up on stage with some bullshit talking about she just fucked Bambi's man 2 weeks ago, and she got receipts for hotels, and it should all be okay because she's a baby mama, so she's not considered a side chick. Okay, if you ask me, Erica was trying to get some shit to pop off, okay? And she was lucky that Bambi wasn't about to bullshit that night and did not go there. But that shit could have went there. That kind of shit, that confrontational shit that Erica was doing will definitely get a start fighted. If you get some, I said a start fighted, you will definitely get a fight started. So, you know, yeah, I know you guys are going to misconstrue everything that I said, okay? It's going to be plenty of people that get on here and still say that I'm saying, you know, trying to make excuses for Joseline, and I am not, okay? Joseline is a big problem on the show. However, everybody else has had their moments, and it's so funny to me that people forget it when they get into a situation like this where they can make themselves look bigger. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's hope next week that we get a fucking regular reunion that we can watch, okay, where they talk about the issues and they don't harp on the shit just being Joseline, Stevie J, Joseline, Stevie J, Joseline, Stevie J, Joseline. And I'm climb off my soapbox now. I'm done. All right, you guys, so that's it. I hope you guys had a great Labor Day. I know I said I was going to do story time. I know y'all just like Roxanne about that bullshit. Y'all, I was so tired. I just couldn't do it yesterday. I could not do it. My weekend was very full and I just wanted to sit my ass down somewhere. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the little, I'm so mad that I didn't run the, you know, video of me and my girlfriends together all weekend. My girlfriend Val, she is just, I've been knowing her since I was like 5 or 6. My parents and her parents live across the street from each other. So, and they still do to this day. So we've known each other for a long time and she's like one of my closest, bestest friends. And the antics that we go through when we get together is just monumental. So I'm kind of mad that I didn't get her on video more. She's back in LA, so. Anyway, you guys, it's always funny to me that people thumbs down videos like that. Like, did you know that we wasn't being serious? Like, we wasn't really trying to act like we could sing. So, you know, y'all motherfuckers need to get a goddamn sense of humor. Anyway, everybody has a right to their opinions. I know this. So, anyway, y'all, let's get on off of here. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right? All right. So, let's, so, I'm sorry, y'all. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.